run up and snatch the wig off of our head. She is the moment. Ass. So I'm sorry, Queen, but hear me out. You can't come. Cat. You know? Let's make good TV. It doesn't all have to be that. I need Alyssa Edwards on my TV again. All the time. Typecasting. I'm not doing it again. Make Priyanka a Rue girl. It. Y'all, what's up, man? I know, like, honestly, man, the one thing I be thinking about the most when getting on here be like, glasses on or off. Like, I can never, and like, I really be like going back and forth about it. Do y'all even have a preference? Does it matter? I mean, can my face handle without, I mean, because these are a little bit of a security blanket for me, like just a scooch. You know, sometimes it's like it looks good with the look, but other times it's like, you know what I mean? You know, also y'all, you know, for those of y'all who haven't caught on yet, these don't have, there's no lenses in these, because I don't want the glare, you know, so there you go, a little production trick. Hey, what up though? Welcome back to Chasing Your Face on the Sweet Talkers Network. I'm your host, ChaseKassidy, and now, I ain't got no pants on, none. Yo, you know what? And I'm gonna trust my mug today. Get down in the comments and let me know if y'all prefer me with the no glasses on. You know, cause I'm trying to, you know, step from behind things that make me, you know, feel too safe. I'm trying to switch it up a little bit, girl. That even comes with just, you know, trying not to. So y'all let me know. Are there any crumbs on the plate? Are there any? And remember, in the comments, be nice, asshole. Which reminds me, yo, make sure y'all do me a favor before we even get started today. Check out shopthecookout.com. That's a great way to support me, support the channel here. All those funds and proceeds go back into the network, trying to continue to build this again. While I'm here though, I just want to say thank y'all so much for helping us get to 1,000 subscribers. That is like a huge milestone for us. A way you can continue to help us, watch the whole thing. Watch the whole video. Matter of fact, while you out at work or whatever, play the Sweet Talkers on your TV. Just let it roll. You know what I mean? That's a great way to help us. We are here to talk about one of my favorite shows, one of my favorite gay shows. We're here to talk about Rupauls Drag Race, right? And yes, we do have a Drag Race review show here on the network called Drag It, which I am a co-host of.
At one point, I heard Ross Angelou come through. Sounded like a white gay Maya Angelou. I don't know who the fuck Ross was supposed to be.
Mayo Angelou.
Sponsored by helmets.
Oh shit! Yes, but every once in a while, you know, I like to step away because I have thoughts, you know, not only as a fan of this show, but as a person who is a former performer, not a drag performer, but a former performer, and also as a person who is a producer, you know, like what you guys see here on the channel, I've like curated and like, you know, helped develop the artists. Like it's a really cool thing and I love it so much. So like looking at this show and like the fact that at this point, it's been a few years that we've been reviewing it. Like I just have my own thoughts and sometimes, you know, I like slide out and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just do a Drag Race episode on Chasing Your Face, and that's what I wanna do today. So, you know, we've got a few more episodes of season 17 left. And with that coming to a close, you know, like the next month and a half or so. So y'all already know here the next few weeks, we're gonna be seeing like the All-Stars 10 cast, and it's gonna be a whole thing. So before we get there, let's just go ahead and say, you know, for shits and giggles, that All-Stars 11 is an all-winner season. What would we like to see? Who would we like to see? What would be the format that would make it the most successful, make it feel, you know, as heavy and as grand as it should? I think I got the answer. Before I get started, I want to say, yo, get down in the comments. Like, as we're doing this, as I'm talking to y'all about this, I want y'all like live typing me. You know, I want y'all in there, because this is what we do as Drag Race fans, right? We speculate, we like, you know, have our fantasy, like, you know, this is what this is. So if you agree, you disagree, if your cast would be different, tell me why. All right, so check it. I'm gonna set the stage for you. This is RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 11, all winners, okay? It's gonna be an exciting cast, but this is gonna be a balanced cast. This is not, I wanna be clear, this is not like, oh, my fantasy. This is the most balanced and like realistic cast that I could think of. That I think will not only be entertaining for TV, but have great storylines. There will be a lot of connective tissue between the queens. There's a lot of potential for drama, but there's also potential for like tender, Emmy-winning moments, all of that. So I set the stage, right? And I also, you know, you're gonna see some people who are not on this list, and there are gonna be reasons why. And as we go, you know, I'll let y'all know why certain queens didn't make the list. Because again, I want to keep it realistic. We're gonna have a 9-queen cast, okay? So I wanted to give us a little bit more than they gave us in All-Star 7. I also did not have anybody from All-Star 7 come back as a winner again. If I did, I know y'all gonna ask me in the comments, if I did have anybody that I would have come back from All-Star 7, it would 100% be Jada Essence Hall. And I wanna say before we even get started, because there is one queen that will be absent from the list, and that is only because I've also cast the pit stop as well. And I want this queen to host the pit stop for this season. That would be Angeria Paris Van Michaels. I want Angeria to host the pit stop. Not only is she a winner, right, but she is a fresh winner, right? And also she is a super fan of the show. Like, she watches even like the international seasons and stuff like that. So to have her there and to be a winner, be so grand and be so excited and also be a fan, that's what we'll need for the pit stop. So I don't want her to compete. She just competed. She just won. So let this be like part of her thing. I want to keep the non-elimination format. These are all winners. We don't want to tarnish that legacy, and I want to see everybody's full like bag of drag. I want to see it all, right? I want the chance to do that. So non-elimination. We're going to continue to keep the block, but we have got to like give the queens a clue to what the next week challenge is going to be, so that the blocks actually have some impact and some effect on the season. I want balanced judging. I know All-Star 7 gets a lot of flack for being super kumbaya, and you can see how they chopped it up sometime to really like drill, or they were really trying to like give somebody a compliment when they just didn't do that great. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see like balanced judging. Give me the positive, give me the negative, give me the drama between the queens. Give me I want to see, it's a reality show. Yes, protect these queens, you know, legacies, but at the same time, this is a reality show and you signed up for it. You know what I mean? The cameras are on, and so, you know, like it's a give and it's a take. You know, let's make good TV. And I don't understand why they didn't do this for All-Star 7. We need a huge finale. I don't want that punk ass, bitch ass, raggedy ass, corny ass, common ass shit they gave us with All-Star 7, man. This was supposed, like, at the time they were still doing live finales, right? Why wasn't that a live finale? You have all these, like, what is, like, y'all dropped the ball. Let's not do that for the next winner. So next time we're gonna have a big finale. It's gonna be a big thing. And also, let's talk about stakes. Let's talk about stakes. Now, y'all tried to do another non-elimination season with All-Stars 9, and that's cute or whatever, right? But no, there were no stakes in that season, and that was annoying, right? That made it a hard watch, right? So we need some tension. The way you can create tension and have non-elimination and give the show like weight and give it stakes, make it money centric. All right, so check it out. World of Wonder, this is my pitch. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all can punch holes in it down in the comments. Y'all let me know, okay? First of all, it's time to raise up the prize money. When Survivor started in the year 2000, and they off rip was given $1 million. Big Brother started the same year. Off the rip, they was given $500K. All right. So if y'all not gonna give the dolls $1 million, which y'all should be giving them $1 million, go ahead and at least give them $500K. Okay. Make it money centric. So have a certain portion. Let's just say for shits and giggles, you make it $500K, right? $200K of that will be given out throughout the entire season, right? It could be for challenge wins. It could be for mini challenges. It could, and I know RuPaul, you can twist it up and make it to where like some things way more than others and like make it a big gag. Like you could do that, right? But the top 3 queens at the end of the season that have the most in the bag, who have the most money, can then compete for the remaining $300K. Right? That way, like the queens like have something to fight for. You want that money, you want that bread, you know what I'm saying? And it also puts more weight on the blocks, because if I'm a design queen, if I know that I know how to sew some shit up, but I may not be the best at performing, right? But this bitch who just won the challenge, she blocks me because the clue makes them think that next week is going to be a design challenge, and like I could have won next week. I could have got 20K. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, right? But now, like, you know, so it gives it more weight. You can even give the lip syncs dollar value, like, so that, you know, just because you win the challenge don't mean like it's over. Like, you know, it's still give it another 5K, like, and that's going to add up to at the end, and it's going to count. You know what I mean? And if there are any ties or anything at the end, have them hoes lip sync it out or something like that. You know, figure that out. And a couple more things. I would like there to be a Lollapalooza challenge within the season. Drag queens are drag queens, and part of the job and part of what you do is lip syncing, right? Now, when you do this, I want you to mix it up. Like what y'all did with All-Star 7, when we had that spoken word, a lip sync between Monet and Jinx. Yes, continue that. Give me more of that. Like, yeah, it doesn't all have to be it doesn't all have to be cat. It doesn't all have to be that all the time. It doesn't. And we can actually have that Lollapalooza be what can replace the lip sync for the crown, because not only did we see what that went like in All-Star 7, we see what that has gone like. The only time that was like truly successful, the lip sync for the crown, was the first time it was done in season 9. After that, it's just been people trying to, like, you know, like, and it's not the same. It doesn't hold the same weight. It actually, for the most part, hasn't been the thing that has crowned a queen. So let's just stop doing that. Let's have a Lollapalooza, and instead have the top 3 queens of the season. Top 3, top 4, whatever, however you want to do it. Have the top queens of the season. Have a full production, a full set of what they do at their show. I want to see that. Like, if it is X queen here, I want to see X queen have a budget, have whatever she needs to do to be able to put on a show in her signature, right? And then have Miss Paul crown a queen from that. Because not only does it mix it up, but it gives like a chance to look deeper into that person's drag, see deeper into who this queen is, and what we can expect when we are on the road, and when they're on the road and we go to their shows and we're supporting them. You know what I mean? It would be fantastic, I think. What do y'all think? Would y'all be interested in seeing a season like that? Let me give you the cast first. And I'm gonna tell you all my whys on every person I choose to be in the cast, okay? And like I said, get down in the comments and let me know if y'all are here for it, if you're not. And let's just have the dialogue. It's gonna be super fun. Like, I'm really excited to do this. All right, so let's get into it, the cast. So when I was making the cast, there were a few things I considered, right? Like I said, I want a balanced cast, personalities, connective tissue, storylines, who knows who might have beef with whose drag might clash with whose, personality-wise, all of that, right? So I want you to like really envision like this stuff. Like, take the ride with me. I'm super excited. Nah, but for real, think about, like, I thought about like the challenges, like the snatch game, the roast, acting challenges, like, you know, design challenges, stuff like that, to kind of like build it out, you know. And I even, like, you know, as a producer, I'm like, okay, the network is gonna want like some typecasting, because like that's how, you know, This is an American production, boys and girls. Huh? So we know what, huh? So we know what's up. So I even did some typecasting to appease like the networks so that they can get their coin or whatever. But what's really fantastic is like with the way that the season is built out and the way that I've brought it all together, I think it's really gonna work. So check it out. All right, so let's go in no particular order. This is my wish list cast for RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 11 if it's an all-winner season. Number 1 on my list is, and see, this is me being fair and balanced, and I'm gonna show that from off the rip. The first queen on my list is not even, she's actually one of my least favorite winners. I do not really like that bitch like that. I really don't see why she won. I would have chose someone else. And it was just a rough season for me, honestly, all around, with some bright spots and some amazing queens that came through. I just don't think she is one of them. But this is, you know, I'm not here to drag her. I'm not here to, you know, I just want to show y'all like, yo, I'm being fair and balanced, okay? Even if I'm really for that bitch like that. I think she would be great TV, and she gonna have the runway on lock. Like, the runways are gonna be as stupid. Like, it's gonna be really, really dumb, and I would love to see that again on the main stage. So Violet Chachki, bring your punk ass on down and join the girls and have a good time. Like, come on. I would have her because she's gonna, not only, like I said, she's gonna bring the runways, but she is, you know, she's shady and she's gonna bring fun in the confessionals. Violet's got good drag, like just really good drag. And I think like it would also give it, she didn't necessarily get the best edit first go around, so she could come in and like, you know, subvert expectations and like show us a different side of her. Or she could also continue to be a bitch. Or both. You know what I'm, again, coming back to All Stars for me is like, it's a net positive if you allow it to be. It gives us a chance to really get to see who you are once again and see where your drag has grown. And Violet, I would love to see not only where her drag has grown, but how she's changed or grown as a person, or not changed or grown as a person. Either way, it's gonna be good TV. So Violet Chachki, let's go. If for nothing else, for the sake of good ass TV, Alyssa Edwards, winner of Global All Stars, get your ass in here. I need Alyssa Edwards on my TV again. Now, there, you know, a little bit of deep lore here on the channel. There was a whole video I filmed about Global All Stars, and it got lost in the, like, it's completely, so I was like, I'm not doing it again, fuck it. You know, so I did watch Global All Stars, I did, right? But I want to see Alyssa back on my TV screen in the American Drag Race format, only because like it's home. Like, that's where we met her, and also it's a bigger stage, it's a bigger audience, and for the global winner, like, I just want to, and I want to see her interact with the queens that we know and that we love, and be Alyssa, and just, like, I just want to see that again. We love Alyssa Edwards, and there's no way we're doing like another winter season without her. She's gonna bring us drag. I want the queen who started it all. I want the winner who started it all. I want BB Zahara Benet to come back proper on an all-winner season. All Stars 3 was cute. It was cute. Wow, what a fucking season. No Trixie stands. You will not be seeing Trixie Mattel on this list. You will not. Like, so don't even, if you expected to see Trixie, this is not, no. All Stars 3 was a fucking ugh. It was just a ugh, right? And it was never set up for BB to win. It would never even have looked good if she won. Like, it wouldn't have. So to have her come back for an all-winner season proper when she was the one who started it, yeah, to sit and see where her drag is elevated and grown to, and also it'll help give just continue to call back to season 1 and to keep that door open for season 1 queens to come back if they want to and be a part of All Stars. So absolutely, BB Zahara Benet, like, that's mother. That is mother. Do y'all understand? Like, come on. And she also is going to give us drag. You know, like, come on. Just think about it. Just think about it. Next up is someone who is like proven to be one of my favorite winners. And this is like out of nowhere. And the gag is her win was also out of nowhere. We need a wild card on every season. We need somebody who is able, who has the ability to run up and snatch the fucking wig off of our head just when we thought we knew somebody. Kylie Sonique Love. Girl. The way she slid on All-Star 6 and decapitated hoes, nobody saw it coming, man. Like, that's what I like. That's what I want to see. The way, that's a redemption story, right? For her to go out and snatch game in her original season and come back and arguably should have won snatch game in All-Star 6. Like, for her, the runways, she's gonna give it to you. You need a sexy queen. You need a queen who's a showgirl. You need a queen who is, you know, dynamic. Like, you don't know what she's gonna give. Like, you need a queen who's able to flip if you need a girl to flip. You need a queen who's able to dance and to move. Like, she just, yes. She's gonna give you that little bit of unexpected that I think is gonna be really cool. I think it's gonna be really cool. And I also, you need an underdog, and I like a person who would have a quote unquote smaller personality. So shouts out to Kylie. Yeah. All right. Now, y'all might think that this next queen might be a little bit too close in relation to Kylie, like with their aesthetic and maybe their styles. I can see where some people might bleed it over, but hear me out. Hear me out. Sasha Colby. Just listen to me. Just listen to me. I know they're both very sexy, you know, very but this is the thing. That is, number one, they have a really cool connection. When Kylie won All-Star 6, when she went off to All-Stars, she was, her and Sasha were roommates. And then I believe Sasha came right in after that and won. I think, don't quote me on that, but I think they have that connection. And I think that's super cool. So you already have that built in, right? But the difference with, like, there is a difference in the sex appeal and the approach that both Kylie and Sasha take. And I think having those two things on the screen at the same time would be really, really cool to see. Also, I think a lip sync against the two of them, with the two of them against each other, would be really entertaining. My reflex is to say, oh, Sasha would eat that. But then I'm like, girl, I don't know. So hey, depending on this, see, this is the stuff. This is the stuff we want to see. Also, Sasha's runways. Sasha, come on, man. And it's Sasha Colby. Sasha Colby's the only queen to have Miss Paul say to them, girl, I'm amazed by you. Do you? Who else is? Now, Miss Paul done told some of these hoes, oh, you were born to do drag and you, but she ain't never said, I ain't never heard Miss RuPaul, Charles, Rupauls, Broom say that I'm amazed by somebody. What? And that's the queen of drag. Child, please. Next up is who was my favorite winner for a long ass time. We need a funny bitch on this. We need somebody who is not only funny but fearless. Someone whose drag has elevated since their win. Somebody, and Bob the Drag Queen coming back would be one of the best things that World of Wonder, like, make it happen. Like, this is your Jinx Monsoon of the season. Like, you can depend, like, you know Bob is gonna bring you great television, good funny, amazing drag. Have y'all seen the elevation of drag over the years? Like, oh my gosh, Bob, the hustle. Like, Bob is not gonna let, like, Bob ain't gonna let no paper go. So that's gonna be drama right there. What you mean 20K is on the line for this challenge? You damn right I'm gonna tear this roast up. You know what I mean? Like, Bob can lip sync down. Like, this would, again, like I said, envision this cast in these challenges against one another or in teams together. Like just think about it, how cool it would be. Bob the Drag Queen? on the same season with Sasha Colby and Violet Chachki and Kylie Sonique Love. Like, what? Stop. All right, so they always got to do like a diversity hire, right? That's terrible. No, but you know, over the past, since All-Star 7, the Vivian, shouts out to the Vivian, rest in peace, wonderful queen. She was the first queen to, you know, international to show up on a US All-Star. So keeping with that tradition, you know, I wanted to cast an international winner as well. Now, no, it's not gonna be Jimbo. And let me tell you why it's not gonna be Jimbo, huh? Because I think, to me, that's another, like, maybe I'll do a video on that one day, but that's like a controversial win for me in my head. I just don't know how, like, it was going to be that anyone else was going to be able to win that season with the way it was set up. I'm just saying. Also, Jimbo, funny, definitely has her strengths, but I don't want this to be a season where we have shit lip syncs. So I'm sorry, Queen. You can't come. You will not be the diversity hire for this season. That will be Priyanka, huh? Winner of Canada's Drag Race Season 1, I believe it's Season 1. I have not seen the season, to be fair, but I became aware of Priyanka over, I think it was the beginning of COVID, and she was a guest on Bob's podcast, Sibling Watchery. And I was like, oh my God, this queen is amazing. And she's always wanted to be judged by RuPaul. She's always, as a matter of fact, I believe it was All Stars 8, she came in to be a lip sync assassin, and that was the first time I believe they met. So she wants to be a Ru girl, you know? And her drag is amazing. You've seen some stuff of her on the latest season of We're Here. Her drag is amazing, her point of view is amazing, her story is amazing, fantastic performer, beautiful. I've heard from some behind the scenes things, a fantastic personality, somebody you want to be around. Get Priyanka in here, man. She's excited to be on the show. She wants, and the girls love her. Girl, please. Get Priyanka, make Priyanka a Ru girl. Make Priyanka a Ru girl. That's my campaign for 2025. Again, I got 2 more left, but get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all feeling so far, okay? I want to, like, talk to me about this. Next up, I have a queen who has expressed a lot of interest in coming back to All Stars, who says she wants to. And the queen I've already referenced in this video, she's a fucking icon. Another Sasha. Sasha Velour. We're gonna have 2 Sashas this season. Sasha Velour, get in here. Come on, man. There's no way you have any conversation about RuPaul's Drag Race in any way, and you don't include, if you even just want to isolate that one moment, and we're not going to talk about the rest of her season, which was fucking amazing, which she ate. If you just want to talk about her isolated moment, the way that she does drag has shifted the way that this show displays drag. You know what I mean? There's always a goop, there's always she is the moment. Like, and if you see her drag lately and the way, like, the risks that she takes, and like, she's gonna be an avant-garde queen. Just imagine Violet Chachki and Sasha Velour coming down the same runway on the same season, my G. Imagine that. Queen, get in the comments and tell me how much you want gig for that. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Come on. And finally, last but not least on my list, rounding out this cast, is the fashion queen. It is the beauty. It is the talent. It is the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. It is Simone, the Ebony Enchantress. There's no way. There's no way. Fashion icon as far as I'm concerned on RuPaul's Drag Race. Okay? Talking about blackity black, huh? And won the crown, what? And continues to be blackity black, huh? She's one of the, if she's not the only winner, she is the first one that I remember when she won. She went everywhere with RuPaul. RuPaul had her everywhere. RuPaul loves that queen. And I remember season 13 watching it, like, and I fell in love with her from the moment she walked in. The moment, the looks, the comedy challenges, the snatch game. the personality, the skin, the hair, just the everything. Simone rounds out my cast for RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 11 if it is a winner's season. So honorable mentions in closing, like I wanted to, and I want to see Chad Michaels again. It's been so long and I feel like Chad deserves another moment, but she just didn't feel necessarily right in this cast. But maybe like she can swap out with somebody. If you feel like she can, let me know. I also didn't include Alaska. For some reason, Alaska has expressed that like she doesn't want to come back. I think she's like scared for some reason. And like unlike Trixie, I don't think Alaska should be scared. Alaska is an amazing entertainer, fantastic. She's so funny. I would, if she would be willing to come back, I would add her in or swap her in with somebody possibly. Even like maybe swap her out with like Bob or something. Or not even swap her out, because I would love to see them on a season together. And I know some of y'all gonna be like, where's Bianca Del Rio? Bianca Del Rio, she in some ways just feels so like much. And I don't mean that in a bad way. That came off nasty. That came off. No, she just seems bigger than the show in a way. Although I would love to see her back. So if in this cast I would have to swap her out with anybody, I would swap her out with Bob possibly, because she would cover some of those comedy bases that Bob would cover in some ways, and the black girl magic, that vibe, I could certainly, you know, soak that up from Simone possibly. Not saying I don't love my Bob the drag queen, because I fucking do. But yo, that's my list. Those are my thoughts. That's my list. That's my format. Those are the queens I would cast for All Stars 11 if it were a all-winner season. This would be my wish list. So again, get down in the comments. Let me know how I felt about my format. Let me know how y'all felt about the rules, about it being like based on money and all of that. The cast, everything. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Do me a favor, hit the merch store. Again, thank you for making it this far in the video. Super appreciate you. Make sure you share this with a friend, foe, and/or hoe. And if you feel it down in your heart, you know, feel okay to tip your queen. You know, I know you gotta be hearing them coins drop throughout the video, so if you go to tip your queen, you can. But nah, man, thank y'all so much. Really appreciate you guys. This was super fun today. Continue supporting the channel. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And make sure you make somebody smile today. And remember, be nice, asshole.